Thank you for checking out Night Laz. Here's your host, Laz.
Okay. Now we back with another episode of Night Laz. It's your boy Sachi, aka King Rizzo, aka the Penn State Duck, aka the Finesse Fish, aka your baby mama's favorite baby daddy. And we back with another episode of the most elite and illustrious podcast you will ever hear in your life, or for the few people who have heard it in their life. We're getting nostalgic on this episode. All right, we're talking elite level, top tier cartoons from my childhood. Now, if you like me, you late 20s, early 30s, hell, even mid 20s, you will know that growing up we had the greatest cartoons ever made. Right? Like they're untouchable. Like you say anything about these cartoons, it's like you can't come back from it. Basically, it's like you don't slander cartoons that came out or TV that came out in the 90s or the 2000s. You don't do that, right? You don't. That's something you don't do. Now, there are a few that were kind of right? But not a lot of people remember a lot of them. And, a few are deep cuts, right? A few of the best ones are deep cuts. Like, I don't know if y'all remember this, like Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, fucking Dave the Barbarian, what is it? Not Fish Hooks. There was another one, too. Life Known as Ginger or some shit like that, man. Daria, like everyone knows Daria, but like still, so to those who don't, it's like they're gonna consider it a deep cut from back in the day. It's like you know these elite level cartoons if you're my age or older, and you know what I'm saying. Like I was a Disney kid. I was a Nickelodeon kid, Cartoon Network. I didn't really get into the other stuff, the MTVs, you know what I'm saying, the fucking Comedy Centrals, BET, all that stuff. I didn't get into that until I was probably like 13, 14 years old, all right, I believe. And then again, I stopped watching cartoons around the time I was 15. And after that, it was like Tosh.0 and fucking whatever the fuck was on MTV. But you know what I'm saying, like the nostalgia of the cartoons that we had back in the day is it's absolutely strong, right? Because I was at work and I was like, this shit, the stuff that we had, it is in a vault untouched. And then also while I was at work, I saw that Cartoon Network is going to be closing its doors. It's like, wait a minute, that was my youth. I grew up on that. I was but a boy. I was a baby. So it's like, I need that. Like everything that's in the vault, put it on HBO Max. Let me watch all of it. But like right here, like it's not. There's no rank. It's not in any specific order. These are just some elite cartoons from when I was a child. You know what I'm saying? I can truly remember from 2000 to like 2006, 2007, right? 2000, like that whole 6-7 years of cartoon heaven, right? Oh, fucking Mucha Lucha. Bro, these cartoons, bro. Mucha Lucha was goated. Fuck people, man. Did anybody remember Mucha Lucha? Because that shit was goated. But let's see. The elite cartoons from when I was a youth. And I'm going to start out, and again, no order. This is not a rank. This is like, I'm just like, these cartoons are to forever be untouched. No matter what. For Camp Lazlo was absolute. It feels like a fever dream, right? Because like nobody that I know remembers this show. Nobody who I brought the topic of Camp Lazlo to remembers that Camp Lazlo was a thing. No one knows it, but for the few people that do, it's like, bro, this feels like a fever dream, right? It's like it's such a freak. It was such a freaky concept. Like these are like cartoon animals, yes, but like anamorphic animals are like damn near human, and it was on Cartoon Network from like I think 04, 05 to 08, and it was the most interesting thing I saw myself watching at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning as a small boy, and it was I just thought it was fun. It was a freaky concept, like I said. It feels like a fever dream, but like it was just a fun show. Like I found myself like laughing like loud at this cartoon. That says a lot about my humor now as an adult, by the way. But like it is such a and like it was such an interesting little. It was such an interesting show. I fucked with it very, very heavy. Like this is a show to me that even though it's like a deep cut to most, it is a deep cut that remains untouched. And like another thing on here that another cartoon that I mentioned earlier that's not on this list is like My Gym Partner is a Monkey. Kind of like it's again a freaky concept show, but it feels like a fever dream at the same time. It's like, was this actually real or did I dream this whole thing? It's like, no, it was real. Google it. That's what type of show Camp Lazlo is. Like you don't remember it as much as you remember like the higher ones, like the Johnny Bravos or the fucking the Teen Titans of it all. Like but like in that split second where you get that nostalgic like feel, it's like, oh shit, I remember Camp Lazlo was fire. And like the next one, I would hope that people remember this because like the theme song alone was goated, right? The theme song alone on this show was fucking goated, bro. Chalk Zone. Chalk, 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 chalk. Rudy's got the chalk. Like, bro, come on. That whole theme song was fucking fire. But then the concept again, bro, like magic chalk. I get it. It's a children's show. It's supposed to be some outlandish concept, but like, bro, it is still fire, right? It was fire. Every episode I tuned in like no matter what. If it had like one random Saturday, it was like 5, 6, 7 episodes playing back to back to back, damn like a marathon. I would watch that shit. I would absolutely watch that shit. You have no idea. Like, and again, like hear me out. This is my list of what I would consider elite cartoons. I know there are others, right? Like the Teen Titans and, you know what I'm saying, the like Codename Kid Next Doors and like there's a few more. But like we already know those are elite. Those are goated. Those are timeless. People still talk about Codename Kids Next Door and Teen Titans to this day, right? If you put on any Codename Kid Next Door season, you will watch every episode, no problem. Same thing with Teen Titans. But elite, the other elites are the ones that we're talking about, right? Chalk Zone to me was elite. It was on that level as well because it every episode was fun. Every single one was fun. It was goofy. It was stupid. It was exactly what a children's show needed to be. Same thing with Ed, Ned, and Nettie. That's the next one. Ed, Ned, and Nettie. Everybody knows Ed, Ned, and Nettie. It is the greatest trio since peanut butter, jelly, and milk, or chocolate, caramel, and wafer. Shout out to Twix. You know what I'm saying? The greatest trio ever. Besides Caesar salad, spaghetti, and garlic bread. It's elite, man. Ed, Ned, and Nettie had my childhood in a chokehold. I'm talking dork. What the fuck was I saying dork for? It was so funny. Granted, there was episodes that were like episodes that felt like fever dreams, right? But like, dude, every single one was it was so funny and it's so good. And like as I got older, the I would see Ed and Eddie conspiracy videos of like oh, like they're all dead and in purgatory. It's like, bro, y'all are ruining my fucking childhood. But tell me more. Please tell me more. So like it absolutely it holds up better than most, right? It holds up better than most, and not like the revamping. No, the classic Ed, Ned, and Eddie holds up more than most cartoons. Because if you put it in front of, if you put Ed, Ned, and Eddie in front of any child now, I guarantee you that they are gonna enjoy it just as much as you did as a child. I can promise you that. From the giant jawbreaker cheek to the shenanigans that they get in every episode to Cuz getting bullied by his sister to the mother to Jimmy with Plank to Kevin calling them dorks. Like the whole thing was just like it was such a good watch. You know, it holds up. Like it can you can wholeheartedly put it on and still resonate with it. It'll take you back to that point in your childhood. It was like, oh my God, this is everything. This is incredible. And you can say the same thing about the next one on the list, which is Courage the Cowardly Dog. Muriel. Oh, Eustace. Or that motherfucker. Oh, booga, booga, booga. This show to me in my childhood is what creepypastas was to me as a teenager. This show could have caused little Laz to have a heart attack no matter what. This fucking show was so creepy. Every episode was so creepy, but you couldn't take your eyes off of it. This dog, and I just noticed, has the most ironic name for a show. Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Like, bro, that's what? That's incredible. That's fucking great. So it's like, bro, to me though, to me, this show holds a very special place in my heart, right? Because this was the first cartoon I watched when I got to my mom's house at 6 years old. This was the first cartoon I remember watching. This and Powerpuff Girls. Now, Courage, there's an episode that always sticks out to me, right? Where I think Eustace had a growth on his foot, and it completely, like, it was some sort of, not growth or whatever, and it kept growing over and over and like kept growing over until it consumed Eustace, and like it was just a big ass foot, right? And the toes would be speaking and and it threatened to keep Eustace trapped forever. And even though Eustace was a dick to Courage, right? Courage still tried to help out Eustace and everything like that. And then every episode, something would happen to Muriel or Eustace, and then Courage would just be like trying to make it better. And then remember the creepy salesman with the wild yellow teeth, or like that ghouly ghost out there in the distance or whatever. Like, it was always something on Courage the Cowardly Dog that made you like either incredibly creeped out or it just kept you hooked. It kept you watching because it's just like, bro, this is disgusting and weird and creepy, but I love it. I love it. I really, really do. But like, it was such a good fucking watch, man. Like it really holds a very elite place in my heart, man. It's so good. It was so fucking good, bro. Like 99 to 2002 is crazy. Like 99 to 2002, bro, is like, I guess you could show stuff like this on a children's network in 99 to 2002, but like, bro, it was fire, man. It was such a good watch. But I digress because we must continue. Now, the next one, Danny Phantom. And like everybody in their mama knows about Danny Phantom. Or at least I would think so. Well, you should. 2004 to 2007. This was an elite fucking show, in my personal opinion. Because, like, bro, you could get ghost powers. You get to get revenge on your bully. You got the hot goth chick and the nerdy friend. Bro, what? How is this not even in 2004? I was like 10, maybe 11 years old, right? And I was 10 or 11 at that point. And like, bro, that, Jesus Christ, man, that show instantly had me. It's like, bro, the theme song. And everybody knows the theme song. Bro. He's a phantom. It's so, come on. Like, did you not just get goosebumps like I did? I just got mad goosebumps. It's like Danny Phantom was, it was fire, not only because of the ghost powers and like, oh, he's, putting ghosts back in the thing. It's like, bro, this is a teenager dealing with teenage boy shit while trying to, like, save the world from the monsters and the ghoulies. And it's like, bro, that shit, excuse me, that shit is fucking dope to me, at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was all fire, from the stories to the theme, to a different plot in every episode, as every kid show was back in the day. But it's just like everything about it made it absolutely watch worthy, right? In my own personal opinion, right? This is my opinion. This is mine. All right. But next, and a lot of people might not remember this either, but like, Jackie Chan Adventures. I'm gonna pause it right there. Let that sink in for a second. Jackie Chan Adventures. Man, this shit right here, nigga. This shit right here was on basic television. This was on basic television. Channel 18, I remember it was at the time. Basic television. 7 or 7:30 in the morning. I would be getting up for school. No, 6 o'clock. I'd be up, ready for school. I'd be eating some cereal. And while I'm waiting to get picked up to go to school, did you know what I was watching? Jackie Chan Adventures. Bro, the talismans, like the big dude who like looked mad aggressive but was really sweet. Uncle, you know what I'm saying? The talisman, all that shit, bro. And Jackie Chan actually voiced this fucking character. Like, bro, this show was so fire. This show was so fire, bro. It was so good. And I'm mad. I was so mad the day it got canceled. You have no idea. I was so mad the day it got canceled, bro. Because, like, bro, excuse me. Excuse me. I was so mad the day it got canceled, bro. Because, like, it was so... Kids WB, bro. Like, Kids WB was the greatest shit. Like I said, basic TV. And it came out with this top tier ass cartoon. Like, it was this... I remember it was this... Shaolin Monks... Mucha Lucha... those were the ones that I would be watching, and like it was so good. Everything about it was so fire, man. It had games that came out based on it, like fucking toys. It had books, all that shit, bro. Like continuation series in the books, man. It's like it was a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just actually searched. Chan does not voice the character. Excuse me. But he does portray himself in live action on the show. So remember that. Keep that in mind. I fucked up. That's not the point though. The point is like this show was absolutely fire, and like I would assume that the masses don't remember. They most likely don't, but I remember. And to give Jackie Chan his flowers now, because this motherfucker absolutely made my childhood elite because of that series right there. Just saying. Jackie Chan Adventures was just fire. Excuse me. The next one, when I said this is what I consider elite. If you remember this, please let me know. Right? My Life as a Teenage Robot. I hope that somebody remembers this fire ass show, man. XJ9 or J 2003 to 2005, bro, was elite. And I keep saying elite because it's true. If you've seen this series, right, then you absolutely know that it was as good as any hype I could ever give it, bro. This is a robot who was designed to be a superhero, who was designed to be a fighting machine, right? Who just wants to be a teenager, bro. Every episode consisted of some universal threat, right? But also a teenager dealing with teenager shit. But that teenager's a fucking robot, ain't? Come on now. That's supposed to be a fucking robot, bro, and it was fun. Cartoons were fun back in the day, right? Don't get me wrong, I've heard about some cartoons now. I know about Rick and Morty's and fucking Adventure Time, and I know all about the Amazing World of Flapjack and the World of Gumball, all that shit. What was that one? Oh, yeah, I already said Adventure Time, but like it was just fun. It wasn't supposed to be some emotion-driven thing. It was like, no, this is a children's show. So let's put some children's shit in a children's show. And it was fun. It was watchable. It was so elite. You know what I'm saying? And I wish that, I was able to find where they had episodes of My Life as a Teenage Robot. Granted, in my house, I was the only one that watched it, right? I would have to wait till everybody went to sleep at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I would go to Time Warner Cable on demand because that's what the fuck we had back in the day. And it was I just watched. I binged every episode that I was able to watch. I just watched it. And then one Christmas, my mom got us, me and my little brother got us what is known as a Video Now. And I don't know if anybody remembers those, but like a Video Now was kind of like a portable DVD player, but like marketed towards kids. And one Christmas, she got us video nows and everything, and she got us video nows. And one time, and like that, mine came with like Rocket Power, which is another elite level cartoon, bro. Rocket Power is goated in every way, shape, and form. Rocket Power, Fairly Odd Parents, which is again another elite ass cartoon. And then on one disc it had My Life as a Teenage Robot and an episode of Powerpuff Girls. Like each just had like 2 episodes on each one. And one night I got so excited. I was watching and everything like that. I was just watching, and I dropped my video now, and the shit wouldn't work no more. So, and I'm mad. I just remembered this story, bro. It's God. I can look back at it and laugh now. I was a dick. So like I switched mine and my brother's because they gave us the same color video now. So like I switched mine with his, and he, he had no fucking idea for like 2 days, and then I finally confessed, like, bro, this one's yours, bro. Yours didn't break. I got it. This one's right here. So I got in trouble. But like after a while, I got another video now. But like that shit, bro, was crazy, bro. Oh my god, bro. But like that shit. But I was able to watch My Life as a Teenage Robot whenever I wanted, and I was so happy because I'm like, bro, it's such a good watch, man. It's such a good watch, bro. If anybody wants to go back in the nostalgias and watch My Life as a Teenage Robot, go forth and do it, please. Next up, Samurai Jack. Now, I can't say this is like something that I watched consistently, but I can definitely say it's something that I watched that every time I did watch it, I never turned the channel. Even when it was commercials, I never turned the channel. Samurai Jack was absolutely before its time. I will say that from the bottom of my heart. Samurai Jack was exactly before its time. And it's crazy because it was a apocalyptic, like post-apocalyptic show, right? It was a post-apocalyptic show, and it was you know what I'm saying, but it was set in like a far, far away time. But just to watch, like, I don't remember much of the story, right? But I remember every action sequence of this show, right? Keep in mind, I watched this as a child in 2001. I think it was like 7. My attention span was not there all the way. So it was like, I'm just watching for the action scenes. And it was perfect. Every single one, right? And, you know, I just wish that I can go back and watch it on HBO Max, but it's just like, it was before its time. But I feel like if I go back and watch it, I would sully my memory of it. Because to me, even though I remember the fight sequences more than I remember the story, to me, it's still goated because of those scenes. Because of the fact that when you turned it on, it instantly drew you in, right? You know what I'm saying? From the opening credits to the last bit of it, it just kept you there. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's goated, and for as elite as it is, you know what I'm saying? That's all I can say about it. You know. Next is Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go. You heathens, you monster, you sullied my childhood. How dare you? How dare you, you son of a bitch. You sick bastards. Teen Titans absolutely, hands down, one of the greatest animated superhero shows of my childhood, besides the Batman. Okay. No, Batman the Animated Series, not the Batman. Batman the Animated Series. Besides Batman the Animated Series, Teen Titans is, oh man, it was so good. It was so dark and so funny. It was, and then my addiction to goth women because of Raven. Like that's what, like bro, it was so good, man. It was so good. It was like, this was one of those shows that I had to watch consistently. Granted, over the course of time, I have forgotten much about this. I remember how it made me feel. Now, this is one I will go back and watch because it won't taint my memory of it, because I know I'm going to love the episodes over and over and over again. I can't do that with Samurai Jack. But Teen Titans Go absolutely tried to ruin the legacy of this wonderful show. Granted, they try to make it, a lot more fun for the youth of today, but it's like, no, I don't give a damn what the youth of today want. It's what the youth of my day wanted, and we wanted our show to remain untouched. So why would you people make Teen Titans Go knowing good and well that it will pale in comparison to the original Teen Titans? Why? That 3-year run that Teen Titans had can go toe to toe with any show from that era and this era and kick its ass. And I know I'm not wrong. I will be damned if someone says I'm wrong. But it's like this, oh my God. I'm sorry, I got real intense. But to me, Teen Titans, absolutely elite, bro. Absolutely elite. Now, this one right here, everybody, every anime nerd, every anime person, because I am one of those, knows this. Yu-Gi-Oh! Say what you want. Say what you want. It's an anime. It's animated. Animated is cartoon. It is an elite cartoon from my youth. This show had me hooked from the first episode. Everything about this show was exactly what my mind needed. Granted, it was always on between Pokemon and Digimon. I was more of a Digimon kid. Hate me if you want to. I don't care. Hate me if you want. I don't care. But Yu-Gi-Oh! I would sit through Pokemon. It wasn't bad Pokemon. It was the OG Pokemon. And watch it after school while I should have been doing my homework, waiting on Yu-Gi-Oh! To come on. But I put it all off until all 3 of those shows was done. Try to get my homework done before 6. So I can have time for prime time that started at 7. So I can eat before that shit, so I can just sit down and chill. So it's like, bro, Yu-Gi-Oh! It absolutely impacted my childhood in every single level. From the show to the trading cards, to the video games, to the fucking DVDs that we have of the show. It was elite. All of it was fire. Yu-Gi-Oh! Had more of a grip on my childhood than video games did at the time. I didn't even play much video games then. Like, I think I had like a PlayStation 2. But like, when Yu-Gi-Oh! Was on, everything else went out the window. Like, everything else went out the window. Like, I'm watching this shit. I'll do everything I need to do later. But like, Yu-Gi-Oh! is one of those series that you can try to do a spinoff. You can try to do a revamp. You can try to do. I put this in the same realm as I put the original Teen Titans. You can try, but you will ultimately fail because Yu-Gi-Oh! For all it was in its original run and all that it gets no better. You can't outdo that greatness. You can definitely give it a shot, right? But it's gonna flop. And I think that's what happened with a few of the spinoffs, right? So what did we learn from that? Same thing with the original Pokemon. Like, you tried, but like, bro, you can't redo greatness. I'm sorry, you just can't. You can't redo. I put my phone down. You can't redo the greatness. The original cartoons from my youth. I hate seeing that. Oh, we're gonna remaster it for a new generation. What? No, just start replaying the shit for the new generation. Let them get the same references, the same joy out of these shows as we did. What are you doing? You can't redo greatness. I feel the same way for most songs, right? Some songs, they get a remix, right? But if the song is already good, why are you trying to remix the song? So it's like, why you're not doing anything, you're not making it better. If anything, you might be fucking it up. To be very honest. Like the song Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar didn't need a Jay-Z remix. We got one. But you didn't fucking need it. Oh my God. The final show. The final show is the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. Right? The grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. Now, this is an offshoot of an animated show called Grim and Evil. Right? Now, this show, oh my God, this show is, it is on a whole nother level. It was funny on every level that, no matter, I don't care if it's your first time watching it, you're going to laugh. The character of Billy, the evilness of Mandy, the comedic Grim Reaper, like, bro, this show had not just me. It didn't have just me, not just me. It had everybody in a chokehold. I'm talking even if you didn't like every cartoon that came on, everybody in their mama's mama, and their mama's auntie, and their auntie's grandma, and their grandma's cousin, and their cousin's best friend, everybody knew and loved the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. Granted, we didn't appreciate it at all. Right? I love the what I see now on TikTok and all that shit like that with the love that the adventures of Billy and Mandy are getting, but no one appreciated it at the time. With a lot of these cartoons actually that were on the list, like, they didn't appreciate it at the time. Nobody appreciated Teen Titans until it was done. Until it was over with. Until they brought Teen Titans Go. Then it's like, oh no, we want the original. We missed the original. You didn't appreciate it while it was here. I say the same thing about my childhood. I didn't appreciate the childhood while it was here. But god damn it, you look back at it and you get nostalgic for it. You miss it. You hope that at some point somebody makes a time machine. We ain't there yet. Right? But to me, these are the most elite cartoons of my childhood. I look at it as a 29-year-old man and I yearn for the simplicity of my childhood. Everything made sense. Not all of it, but some of it did. Every cartoon made life bearable at the time. It made everything worth it. And it was. It absolutely was worth it at the moment. You know? But like, watch these cartoons with pride. Watch these cartoons and hold on to that nostalgia feeling. Don't let it die. Granted, these from like the early 2000s, 2000 and like 2007, 2008. Don't let it die. Keep that memory up. Do it. I'm so glad we got shit like Disney Plus and HBO Max because it lets us have that time machine. Same thing with YouTube. That's the time machine. That's how we go back. That's how we relive our childhood. I love everything about it. I love these cartoons, and I love you for listening to me rant about these cartoons. All right. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Versace Laz. That's VERSACELAZ. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay. Run it up with the comments and run up my followers on IG too. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these some more views, man. I love the fact that within the first day I already got a couple listens on the last ones, and they kind of stopped right there. But like, let's get some more listens on this shit, man. All right, appreciate y'all, love y'all, te amo, te quiero mucho.